Ooh. Alrighty. This live has started in 55 minutes and counting, so I'm going to wait until around 2 minutes before we get started. Ooh, oh boy. 10 more seconds. All right, guys. Now we're at the 2-minute mark, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new live reading. Happy Monday to you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you are. No stress, just blessings. Okay? All right. It's my new motto. All right. Okay, so I decided to come. That's going to tend to do that. So I decided to come on here while I had, like some free time. Very unexpected of me to do this. I never thought that I was going to be home today and say, why not? Let me do a reading. But I didn't want to waste, like my afternoon being in the house, not doing shit, because where I'm at, people are just crazy, you guys. They're just complete whack jobs. I'm telling you. So I was at work this morning and was ready for my work day. And they were talking about this yesterday with the weather. They were saying that this huge tornado was supposed to hit our region. It was going to be very severe, and they were, shutting the schools down. They're shutting the government buildings down. They want everyone to run and hide and duck under cover, that type of shit. Keep in mind, I don't live in no serious places like Texas or New Orleans. I'm over here on the east side, so when I hear about the storms, they're not particularly that bad. At times, they'll knock, like trees over and shit and all this stuff. So somehow or another, I work on the army base, and I don't know if I told you guys, but they're just, oh my God, they're whack jobs. Seriously. So I got off of work early, which I'm not even going to complain. I got off very early, did a little bit of my side hustle, and then it started to get dark. And then that's when, and then I was talking to my mom on the phone, and she's like, hurry up, get going. Go in the house, protect yourself. She said, grab my things, because she suddenly confused thunderstorms with earthquakes. And, she was talking about that we ain't gonna have no lights, which blessings, we have lights. And we don't have a lot of candles around here to, keep me sane. All right. It's just that I wouldn't be able to go to work the next morning. So I end up coming home, and sure enough, the rain had stopped. There was no rain. It went light and then it disappeared. But my mom was saying that it'll probably pour down like demons tonight while we're sleeping. And I'm just like, they should have just said that in the beginning, and I would have been, like doing my side hustle and, all of that good stuff. So it's wild. So somehow or another, I managed to come up in here, and that's what led me to be here. Now, this is part two. So this is Katseye Tarot Oracle reading part two. About 7 days ago, I did part one for you guys. I let you know my thoughts and opinions pertaining to the situation with Manon taking this quote unquote hiatus, and I just put it quote because, long story short, she already clarified that it ain't no hiatus or anything like that. And as I was preparing to do this reading, thoughts that came into my head because this is actually the part that we're going to go over the things that we didn't go over. It was about 2 hours long. 2 hours long, and I was so energy drained where I was, I had to stop. I had to cut the reading short. I was pulling it all the way up until midnight. It was like midnight, and I had to go to work the next morning, so I had to cut it short. And I promised you guys there would be a part two. So that is what we're going to do. So in this part, we're going to pull on the remaining members. We're going to focus on the relationship, on the each remaining member, and Manon. Like, how is their relationship? So this is where we're going to get the real tea. I'm just looking down at the comments. Hello, everyone. Hi. Let's see. I love from Bushara Amare. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, sweetie. I love Cat's Eye. I love Cat's Eye too. But oh wow, it's very hard for me to say. I'm very interested in this reading myself, since for me being a fan of Cat's Eye, I just discovered, like, I just been looking at some videos from them long, all throughout some days since I done the last part I done on them. And I want to tell you guys that I got my bias record. Boom. Bias record. Why not? Why not? Okay. Yeah, she's okay. All right. She just need to watch herself. So if you guys want me to do a separate reading on Miss Laura, please let me know, okay? In the comment section. But yeah, I got my bias record. Just suddenly, like, I have a bias, which is Daniela. And I have my bias record, which is Laura. But with the situation pertaining to Manon, it's just like, but um well, let me tell you guys what I feel, and I'm hoping that nothing different doesn't come out within the cards. I really do feel like with the other members that they really do feel some type of way with Manon not being in the group. And it's giving me a strong indicator that it's definitely something to do, like, behind the scenes. And but that's what we're really going to find out, like really find out their feelings deep within. I also want to see if I had got time to squeeze in, like, how Manon is currently feeling at this time, since this live is being recorded allegedly. And yeah, that's basically it. We're just gonna nip it in the bud. So yeah, so I got all my cards already cleansed. I did re-cleanse and reorganize, and I'm good, ready to go. I picked the best cards that I think that would relate in this situation. It's always seemed like it's so difficult when you are trying to um, find cards that friendships and relationships that are outside of being romantic. It's just, it is so challenging. Okay, so yeah, so that is what we're going to do. Before I get started on anything, first disclaimer, Please keep in mind that everything that I am going to say in this live tarot oracle reading related to the group Katseye or its members is declared 100% alleged unless it comes out of, their mouths, okay? You guys are more than welcome to share your thoughts and opinions. You could comment down below, any questions, anything you would like to ask related to Cat's Eye. And let me go, if I can move my camera over. So I wrote down, like the title. Just want to let you guys know there are no collective readings. Please be respectful or you will get blocked. And of course, again, questions about Cat's Eye only are welcome. All right, so I'm going to move you guys over a little bit to the center. And without further ado, we're going to get started. Now, I have I don't know who that was, what, I didn't catch that comment, but okay. So, I have like the group members together in this one photo, and as I explained in the last reading, I did manage to pull some photos of member with Manon just so I can get a feel of in each of the group members energy, all but one, and I believe it was Sophia that I was unable to get a picture of. That's what I believe. So what I did was I got a separate picture pertaining to her, or I'm just going to take a group picture of them and of her and just like blow her up and then just get her energy about, how does she feel about Manon, if that's her, because I have Manon and Yoshe, Daniela and Manon. Let's see. Laura and Manon. And I believe it's... I like Katseye, but I'm still fairly new. I'm just getting adjusted to their names. But I believe it's... Oh, gosh. Well, I don't want to mess up the name. So I got... I got 4 photos of each member, all but one. But I'm certain it's Sophia that I'm missing. Okay, let me take a look. No. I don't know if you're replying to this photo. This is in reference to of another reading that I'm planning on doing. Nothing to do with that's not it. No. I want to pull on that demon if y'all would pay me, okay? It's a nasty human being. Okay, so let me see who I'm going to pull. So I'm just going to pick a member at random with Manon. And okay, let's start with Manon and Laura. Okay, let's start with that. So I got my tarot cards here. They're already cleansed and they're already organized. And I gotta do one little thing first. I'm trying to see about how I'm going to do this because I don't want to pull out like too many cards because I want to keep it short and sweet, and I want to have this live at least within 2 hours. Delivery. Okay, no, I'm not out there doing that. Okay, so don't mind it. That's my phone. I should just silence it. Give me 1 second, you guys, so it won't alarm you. I hope I'm gonna turn on my hotspot, and I hope that it doesn't fuck up. If I noticed that sometimes my lives will get buffy. So if it gets a little like da, 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 anyone that's watching, please let me know that in the comment section. I will in the chat. I will keep an eye on that. Okay, so we have Manon and we have Laura. Okay. All right. I just said, don't come up in here being disrespectful, okay? That's not to be tolerated. I don't play, okay? All right, so let me take a good look at them and try to blow them up a little bit. Okay. All right. Of some damn people, they always coming up in here like, mm, mm, mm. All right. Dear God and Spirit, I ask that you please give me the most precise response pertaining to the between Manon and Laura. How is their relationship? What is their relationship like? Allow their energies to flow within this card deck and this overall reading. What is the energy surrounding Manon and Laura from Katseye? Okay. All right, so let's pull out. I'm going to pull 5 tarot cards, only 5. All right. What is the energy between Manon and Laura? What is their friendship like? Let's see, what is their friendship like for Manon and Laura? Okay, so that's 2 cards that came out. The Emperor came to me sideways, so I feel like that the Emperor is in reversed. The 3 of Pentacles is in the upright. Surrounding Manon and Laura. How is their relationship? Okay, see we have the Devil card in the reverse. Okay, that's the 3rd card. Right. It's pertaining to Manon and Laura. What is their relationship like? Okay, 7 Seven of Pentacles. Relationship between Manon and Laura. Allow the cards to come out. Okay. I see there's a lot of pentacles that is going on within this reading. Okay, let's see if I can take out something else. I'm going to go on the Oracle side now. Let me see. Since there are a lot of card decks that I pull out, I'm going to try to pull out like 2. So we're going to do Beyond the Shade. Beyond the Shade, my favorite card deck. Love, love, love it. Because it gives you like images and pictures, and then you use your intuition. Okay, let's pull out a total, maybe like 6 of them. Okay. All right, Spirit pertaining to the relationship between Manon and Laura. How is their energy? How is their relationship? What is their relationship like? Okay. So you have one card here, but I'll go over it with you in a minute. Let's see, what is the energy pertaining to? Between Manon and Laura. Okay. So we have, okay, the next one. Okay, the third one. Okay, I see where that same card, you see that how that same card came out? That card came out the last part. Okay. 2 more. So what is the relationship between Manon and Laura? The relationship. Okay, so we have 2 more. And this one actually, okay, that one came out, so that one's meant to come out. Okay. So we have our 6 cards. Okay, so that pertains to them both. So let's see, because I want to focus on Laura's side. Like, how does she feel? Oh, let me grab my Okay, I'll do my smaller. What's the T? Since everything is tiny. Okay, I apologize, you guys, for the camera moving. Oh, it's my mat. It's like it's loose. All right, so let's ask on side. Spirit pertaining to how does she feel about Manon? Like anything to do related to the situation. How does she feel with this quote unquote hiatus? How does she feel at this time pertaining to Manon? Let's see, where does Laura feel about Manon? Okay, let's see, we have, let's see. How does she feel? How does Laura feel about Manon? Let's see. How does Manon feel? Okay. Okay, so that one, how many is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do one more because I don't want to do too much. Let's see. Spirit team to Laura. How does she feel about Manon? Okay. Alright guys, so it looks like we have our cards. Let me check the comments for a second. Hagstone 9990. I'm not sure if that is either you're saying either Manon or Laura's birthdays, or no collective readings here, boo. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay. Alrighty. And he also put a sleeping emoji, like, if it's boring, then just leave. Alright guys, so we have our cards that I took tarot. So first, and it's in reverse. Excuse me. And relates to in a friendship. Okay, I don't know why that's not working. Let me try to. All right, y'all. So we are back. Not decent. I didn't think the camera was going to hit me in the ass, but my phone died. Oh my God. And oh boy, I was pulling out the cards, y'all. I know most of y'all had left, and I completely understand that. My phone died. Let me zoom you out. Okay. My phone died, and I was trying to get it back on, and then all this weird shit started coming up on here, like bar clothes and uh, um, Chinese language, and it freaked me out a little bit. So I'm hoping that, oh God, ooh, I'm hoping that nothing serious did not happen, because I don't know if it comes from downloading apps on my phone. I don't know. So I just got up, got refreshments, got me something to eat that I'm munching on, and oh God, it's something. I'm just giving it a minute for it to load up. Hold on. Okay. So it looks like this reading's gonna be all over the place. Oh, let's hope not. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I don't know what that comment was about, but all right. Okay, so oh God, so I just got done pulling out the cards for Manon and Laura, and we were about to talk about the meaning behind the Emperor card, and it's in reverse. And I'm going to read with you guys in reference to a friendship. So the Emperor card in reverse, related to friendships, often indicates a power imbalance, showing a friend who is overly controlling, rigid, or demurring. It suggests a lack of healthy boundaries, where one person may feel managed or restricted by the other. This card can also suggest a friend who is unreliable, immature, or unwilling to support you when things get mm, wow. And to go in depth with this card, the key aspects of the Emperor reverse in friendship include controlling behavior, a friend trying to direct your life or dictate the friendship's terms, lacking of structure, inconsistent boundaries, and chaotic communication, power arising from one person's refusal to compromise, unreliability, a friend who acts as a fair weather companion, and deserts you during difficult times. Okay, so looking at some of these cards, and upon reading this Emperor card, I do see some things, and I'm just gonna keep saying allegedly. Let me show you the cards over here that I pulled out for Laura. Okay, so let's see about this first card here. Allegedly, we have salty, feeling wronged, bitter, and dramatic, jealousy, allegedly, allegedly. Now, I remember in the last live that when I pulled on the group itself, there appeared to be like an envy, jealousy card that had came out. So I'm just putting it as allegedly, allegedly. I also see that she also has a 0 fucks, disregard, unfazed, and unbothered, carefree. So it's showing that allegedly, that Laura may feel unfazed. I don't know if you guys, this goes to the hardcore Katseye fans. I don't know if, let's say, if she expressed about how she feels about the situation. Um, just let me know that down in the comment section below. But from what I'm getting and how this card came out, we have 0 fucks. Let me re-show you guys this card. Now, this card came out in the last reading, so it's a strong indicator. So we have the chaos, sorrow, madness, struggle, agony, falsehood. So it's all these words and pertain to one in one situation. So this could either be in reference to like allegedly the overall relationship between Manon and Laura. Um, it could be certain things that allegedly Manon was doing, and either like Laura could have found like annoying, or she couldn't. Because I told you guys about what I learned about Manon didn't really necessarily come from like a background of dance, and that she had to work twice as hard to catch up with the other ladies. So that could have been one of those issues. Allegedly, it did express, I do remember like expressing her being like exhausted and tired. So there could have been times where, let's just say, Manon couldn't keep up. She could have been feeling some type of way, and all these emotions, according to allegedly. Let's see. We have let me show you guys this card here. This falls on the side of Manon. I'm sorry, for Laura. And I hope I'm not getting their names mixed up, because I was on the road before my phone shut off. Damn it. We have Keep It 100. Honesty, showing true colors, transparent intention. So this card came out to me because it's telling me that, long story short, Laura is the type of person, and I don't know about the members like that. This goes again to the hardcore fans, that she is the type that she may come off with like a personality that may say, like she's keeping it real. She's going to give you like your honest opinion. And I guess what happens once people get to know her, she might be the type that may put up like a facade, and you be thinking that she may be one way when really she may be another. Allegedly. I'm gonna stop right there. Let's stop right there, and we're gonna move on to the next tarot card. And the next tarot card that we have the Three of Pentacles in the upright. And the Three of Pentacles, when it relates to a friendship. Let me take the card by hand. The Three of Pentacles in friendship signifies a strong collaborative bond where friends work together towards shared goals, supporting each other's growth. It represents grounding, reliable, and constructive partnership, often involving mutual efforts on projects or helping one another develop skills. It highlights teamwork and mutual respect. So, that is odd. That is odd. But however, the Emperor card came out. So did the Emperor card mean in the upright? Okay, so we have one bad card and then we have one. We're not doing a Q&A. I don't know why that's coming up on the phone, but let's see, Three of Pentacles. So it shows that it's a strong collaborative bond where friends work together. So it's like a good aspect or it's like a bad aspect. Okay. So it represents teamwork, support, friendship that feels like a team where you are building something meaningful together. A mutual growth and learning, friends who act as mentors, learning from each other and encouraging personal or professional development, values and recognition of each other's unique skills and contributions to friendship, fostering a supportive atmosphere, solid foundations, a relationship built on trust, hard work and dedication rather than just a casual socializing. So this is very strange, like how the Emperor card, I feel like I misread for the first time. Wow. Because we see the good cards here. So it shows that Laura may be coming to Manon as a mentor, which that's understandable with that aspect. Let me see about my yes or no cards real quick. Let's ask the question. Because it may be like misinterpreted. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me get my yes or no cards. And we're going to ask this question real quick. A spirit pertain to Manon and Laura. Did Laura felt that Manon was being a pain? Like at times, did she ever get irritated? Okay, sorry. Did she ever get irritated with Manon? Okay, that's 2 cards that came out in 1 second. Okay, the response I have, it says that you know the answer. You know the answer to the situation. So I know the answer. So what I feel is that going back to the keeping it 100 card. What sign? Let me see 1 second. Hold on, you guys. Let me pull up Laura's sign. Okay, so Laura falls under the sign of a Scorpio, and at times, they can be spicy, which that definitely matches with her personality. And let me go with okay, what is her sign? Okay, so she falls in the sign of Cancer. That's Manon falls in the sign of Cancer. So I'm getting a sense that since this response came out, allegedly, there could be two different sides pertaining to Laura. That there could be times where this is why I feel there could be times where she have good times, she may have bad times. It just depends. It could come off like with that spicy behavior that at times she could, feel like she could be in a good mood, that she's willing to, become being a mentor and help Manon with anything. Like if they have like advice and they share it between, like one another, she can be the type that would help her out any way she can. But at times she can feel like this. Like she can feel these two. Allegedly. Like she'll get to that point where she's like, oh, I don't feel like keep on dealing with this. And, we all may feel like that. But that's the sense what I got. So I feel like there are times where there's this good, strong relationship there. But at times, she can get tired, and honestly, what I feel like all of them, of course, they can get tired. All right, so we have the Three of Pentacles in the upright. The next card that we have the Devil card in reverse. I saw a flash. I don't know what's going on, but okay. The Devil card in reverse pertain to a friendship. Okay. And I want to take time to thank you guys so much for hitting the like button on this video. Even though that it was cut off abruptly. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions pertaining to Katseye only, you're more than welcome to ask during this time as I'm doing the reading. I will pin it in the chat if I see it. And I'm trying to keep up with you guys' comments. It's can I want to watch one of those go live? Well, actually, you're watching it right now. Actually, unless you're relating to something else. But yeah, thank you for watching. All right, so we have the Devil card in reverse. So the Devil card reverse in a friendship signifies breaking free from a toxic, codependent, or manipulative friendship. It indicates recognizing unhealthy dynamics, reclaiming personal power, and endings or distancing oneself from a bond that limits growth. It represents overcoming unhealthy attachments, releasing guilt, and choosing to walk away from drama. Oh, so that's what this card represents. It's another card for Laura. We have adulting. Mature efforts, being responsible, keeping shit in check. Wow. Oh boy. So allegedly behind the scenes, allegedly, It could have been some form of toxicity between the two. And going back to that, where is that cat card? This energy. Wow. And this could be pertaining to allegedly how Manon may feel. Let's stop for a second. I'm gonna put this down right here. Let's get my yes or no cards again. Let's ask from Manon's side, allegedly. Spirit pertaining to the friendship between Manon and Laura. Did Manon at times, I'm gonna put it this way, did Manon had times where Laura was being difficult, allegedly? Did she had like some difficult times when she was with Laura? You see how that card came out? We have indeed. Indeed. So she was like a spicy, allegedly like a spicy little firecracker with her. And oh, this is the card where I was looking for, y'all. Like going back to Laura and how I would say how she feels. Like good days, bad days pertaining to Manon. So we have giving heart, showing love, carrying actions, selfness, a gesture. So sometimes she can be like this, and then again, other times that she could be like this. Okay, so we have the Devil card in reverse. The next tarot card that we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, when it relates to a friendship, means represents frustration. Now, I just asked that question. The Seven of Pentacles reversed in a friendship context indicates frustration, lack of effort, or realizing a friendship is not providing the return on emotional investment expected. It suggests wasting energy, impatience, or that the friendship has plateaued with one or both parties failing to nurture the connection, leading to a standstill. You may feel like you are putting in all the work in the friendship, but getting little back, or that the efforts are simply not being appreciated. The friendship may feel like a bad investment. You might feel that after spending much time trying to connect or that support someone, the relationship is stagnant. Impatience and frustration. You may be growing frustrated with a friend who is flaky, inconsistent, or not moving forward in their life. It is prompting to stop and consider whether this friendship is worth the continued investment of your time and energy. So I know it says like friendship a lot, but allegedly, I'm getting the feeling that it could mean that it's very hard to say whether if because we don't know what's going on behind the scene, but it sounds like someone could have been like whining in certain situations, and it might have been too much for the other. One may feel like they're putting in all and they're putting in the most, and the other one is not doing it, or the other one feels like the other person is not doing it. If you guys make sense, you understand what I'm coming from with that. Like, you try to figure out who's who. Okay. So let me show you guys some more of the oracles that I have, because Laura has 3 more cards on her end. But I'm going to focus on the cards that I pulled out pertaining to the 2. So the first card we have for the bow, we have Aurora. Aurora, dream, either dance. You know, that's a different way to spell it. Yeah. A-L. All right, there we go. So, Aurora describes something related to the dawn or the aura of light, offering, implying a rosy, glowing, or radiant quality. It pertains to the aura or symbolizes a new beginning, originating from Latin for dawn. Similarities include Orion, radiant, dawn-like, or luminous. So this to me could either represents that is either one or the other that may look upon oneself as a like a beautiful radiant energy. You see you have the cute little butterfly, and then behind it you have like the aura, like the pretty colors, like someone who's radiant and beautiful. This could be either Manon, how she felt about Laura, or Laura felt about Manon, vice versa. But I'm getting to feel like that this is Manon and how she felt about Laura. Because I'm getting the Laura vibes looking at this. Let's see the next card that we have. We have See the Truth Within, Eye of the Lotus, Universal. Open the third eye, reflection of universal energy inside. See the truth within. So this could be like an indicator that there could be more than what meets the eye regarding the situation. So it's saying like use your third eye, which that's what I'm doing, trying to to read. Use my empath to feel this situation. So it just says see the truth within, and that's, you know, exactly what we're doing. The third card we have Kindle a Spark. Kindle a Spark. So this could reflect to how, again, I don't know if Laura has been open with the situation pertaining to Manon's quote unquote hiatus. So it could indicate like saying that this is the candle that is between them and the fire has been put out. Let's just say it's put out, or it could be like barely burning. This could be an indicator that I'm not sure if one had reached out to the other. I don't see any of that yet. Let me see if that has happened allegedly. Hold on, let's put this in the center. Let's get my yes or no cards again. Let's ask that question. Spirit pertaining to Laura and Manon. Has Laura allegedly, secretly, or has Laura behind the scenes had reached out to Manon regarding the situation? Let's see. Laura reached out to Manon. Okay. Let's try that again. Spirit did Laura reach out to Manon during the situation while she's on hiatus, while she's away from the group? Did Laura reach out to Manon? Okay, so we have yes, darling. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, darling. So apparently, there appears to have been some contact between the two, allegedly, which that reflects to kindle a spark. So it's like the fire had been put out, but it's alleged that she has reached out to her. Let's see. The next card that we have Refuge of Flowering Soul. Cultivate your spirit. So it shows like a house. So it shows that I already told you guys where I feel like what Manon could be doing. She could be, taking some time just relaxing and, being at home with her family and with her friends and just enjoying relaxation from, all the hard work, being in the group. This could be a sense of like what due to the communication, like Laura could be telling her that, just focus on, like relaxing and being at home, figuring out what you want to do for yourself in this situation. And then the last card that we have game over. Game over. So with the game over card, with everything what's going on, and this could allegedly reflect to what I was pulling like crazy in the last reading pertaining to Manon, is that I feel that this is something that I feel like Manon would not be, she would not be returning to the group, allegedly. And with this between them two, it could be like with Laura that she could feel the same. All right, so the last tarot card before we go over the final three cards for Laura, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles in the upright. And the Eight of Pentacles, when it relates to a friendship, it relates a dedicated, loyal, and supportive connection that requires effort and consistency to maintain rather than a passive one. It suggests that investing time in nurturing bonds, potentially working on shared goals, or serving as a reliable pillar of support through practical help. This card represents a friendship that is not superficial. It takes work, commitment, and focus to maintain, similar to working on a craft. You and your friend are putting in the effort to be there for each other, providing practical, reliable support rather than just emotional, according to Elia's Oracle interpretation. It may indicate working with a friend on a shared project, hobby, or professional goal, building something lasting together. The friendship might be focused on learning, excuse me, for one another, with one person acting as a mentor to the other. So that goes back to what I was mentioning earlier about how I feel like with Laura, and allegedly she comes off as a mentor to Manon, but then like at times it can be, it can be irritating. She can come off as spicy sometimes, but it indicates like their relationship is a loyal and supportive connection. Like I feel like even though like, she may have her ways and with everything what's going on, they will always remain loyal to one another, which is a good thing. They both share the same interests and they both want to grow in their own paths separately. So that is good. That is good. Yeah, right. And the last three cards for Laura, for her, we have make believe, fantasy, feeding into illusions, disappointment. Now, this part that came up, and this came up, another thing that came up between all of them, that there appears to be like a, I wouldn't say it was the illusion card, but it was some type of card that was giving me an indicator that things are not what they seem to be. Like once you look at it one way, you think it's one way when really it's another. So this is coming off of Laura's energy. So she feels like that it's definitely more to it than meets the eye pertaining to the situation. We also have like receipts. So this is a big thing. We have receipts, allegedly. Evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. So I talked about possibility of like rumors being spread around, allegedly about why Manon had left the group, and apparently there may be something allegedly that may come out pertaining to Laura, or is something that Laura knows that she has receipts as to, what's been going on behind the scenes, allegedly. And the last card that we have for Laura, we have fucked up, self-limiting, feeling inadequate, fearing failure. So this could be something that is going on like deep within Laura, that she's either like hopeful, and a sense of fear. Like there's a fear within her that she has a fear of failing, allegedly. And that could be like with everything that has happened, like deep down within, it's that fear. All right, y'all. So with that being said, we're going to wrap up the first part of this reading. We are now at an hour and 9 minutes, and I feel like that we definitely could have gotten done sooner before my phone went blank all of a sudden. Okay, so let me look at the comments. Let's see, from Leslie Hernandez. Let's see, it says, I saw you on the ladies live and you said, how old are you? I'm not sure what lady, Leslie, or if that's AI, but I don't go into no one's lives. These lives are my own. So I'm not sure. I must have a double ganger somewhere, but I'm curious if you can tell me who that is. Hello, Cal. Hello, and welcome to the live. Adam Brown asks, what are you doing? Well, I'm currently doing part two. Go too long where I can't pull on all. So that's basically. Hello, Tara Sams. 7423. Hello. From New York. Okay. All right. New York is awesome. I've been in New York before, like last year, where I went to see Hobby. It's amazing. Beautiful. I would love to definitely go back there. Me and my girl was supposed to go see Jackson Wang, but him for BTS, so it was worth it. It was worth it. I'm gonna go see BTS in August in Baltimore. I'm so excited. Woo! 7 more months to go. Okay. All right, you guys. So that's a wrap up for Manon and Laura. And now we're going to let's go to Daniela. Okay, Manon and Daniela. That's a little bit too big. Make them small. Okay. So this one is a big whammy because going back to the blogs, and I mentioned this when I heard it from, Impressive, that it is saying that it's not coming from, oh god, it's not coming from Daniela. It's coming from like her dad, and her dad is very like optimistic, saying that, with everything that's going on at Manon, the situation with Manon is like it's not going to stop the group. And he's, to me, was talking shit. And Impressive was like, it sounds to me that Daniela could be, talking smack. And I'm like, oh no, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Because, I declared Daniela as my bias. Like, she's the first member that caught my attention. And she had moves where I'm like, is this girl the leader of Katseye? Because it's like, but I was surprised it said that Sophia is the leader. And I'm like, oh, okay, but they're all talented anyway. But she's like spicy little firecracker. Okay, let me put my yes or no cards here. So I'm gonna do the same technique. Pull out 5 tarot cards. I think where I will have to reorganize them, you guys. So give me 1 second. It's gonna take a time. So during the time when I'm doing this, I don't want you guys to send me no emojis because I had to put somebody in timeout. Some emojis of them sleeping. Like I could just pull out a random card. Okay, it's this one and that one. I'm an empath, so I have to feel cards. So I won't tolerate no disrespect in this live because I had to kick out one and put in the other. So, all right. But during this time when I'm doing this, if you guys want to jump off the live, get a snack, or, go to the bathroom, whatever the case may be, please feel free to do it. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for the likes and for the views. Greatly appreciate it. And if you guys are, hitting that subscribe button and you love me from the jump, thank you so much for that. And welcome to the fam. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm trying to... Alright, so 5 cards. Please don't disappoint me, girl. You, my fair, you're going to break my heart. Laura, I could forgive her a little bit, but you know what? You break my heart. I'll be so devastated. Okay. Sometimes when I be doing lives, I completely did not realize that my incense are not burnt, so I have to set those up. Okay. Let's go a little faster here. Yeah, I'm really hoping you guys that I'll get to all of the members, and I'm really not trying to do like a part 3, but I want to treat everybody, like fairly with the cards and all of that. So, And then yeah, it's the second number. We have 3 more members to go. So it is going to contain parts. Let's see. I bless, empower, and activate the spiritual incense. Okay. And let me grab some more protection incense. I know I just saw them because I like to cleanse. Let's see. I bless, empower, and activate this white sage for cleansing. This bloody air conditioning I have. Heat, I mean, not air conditioning. Alright, I'm just going to take these. And I think what I'm going to do while I have the tarot cards cleansing, them. Let me see what type of oracles I want to use for Daniela. Oh. See, I think we should use my original What's the Tea. Okay, we're going to use What's the Tea. My original What's the Tea. That one out. Thank you guys so much for your patience. You're really sweet. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. We're going to take a break with these. But they can cleanse too in the meantime. And then I'll just reorganize them. Alright guys, so we have my original What's the Tea. So I'm just going to pull out a total of, I always like to pull out a total of 8. A total of 8 cards. And, oh wow. The live restarted? Whoa, what? Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, guys, hold on. Can I go back? Yeah, I guess it's like a double part 2 or something like that. That's strange. Okay, the live went from that to 30 minutes. Okay, wait. Did it? No. Okay, that's strange. I hope that part is saved. That is so weird. Okay, sorry, to kind of maximize it a little bit. Alright, okay. Hold on, guys, I'm trying to get it. Alright, guys, we are back. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, because I wasn't really sure about what was going on. Because I see that it went from an hour and some minutes, then back down to 35 minutes and 10 minutes and counting. Oh, it's like I think today is not my good day. But I'm not a quitter. Okay, so we're going to continue. Return to now the friendship between Manon and Daniela. Regarding Daniela, what's the tea regarding Daniela and Manon regarding the current situation? What's the tea between Daniela regarding Manon's departure? What's the tea between Daniela and Manon? A lot of cards to come out pertaining to Daniela and Manon. Let's see, Spirit, what is the tea concerning Daniela and Manon? How does Daniela feel regarding Manon? Okay. Let's see. Actually, keeping since she's on the side, because these are cards representing her. So I'm going to put them on. And why is it showing? Okay, because I don't want it to show too close. Okay. Alright, Spirit between two. Daniela. How does she feel about Manon? See, we have a allegedly I see something. Girl. Spirit, how does Daniela feel about Manon? See, how does she feel about Manon? Oh, wow. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's pull out 2 more. Spirit pertaining to Manon. How does she feel? How does Daniela feel about Manon? Wow. Ooh, it's not good, y'all. It's not good for what I see. One more card, Spirit. This card came on his back. Spirit, 2. How does Daniela feel about Manon? Okay, we're going to start right there with those. But what's the tea? But we're not done. Wow. Okay. All right, so let me see my tarot. And again, we're going to pull out 5 tarot cards of Spirit pertaining to the friendship of Manon and Daniela. What was the energy pertaining to the friendship of Manon and Daniela? Allow the cards to come out. Okay, I see the Moon card in reverse. Let me put her cards over here though. Okay, so we have the moon in reverse. Let's see, spirit pertaining to the friendship of Manon and Daniela. What's the energy like? Okay, I see the Knight of Wands in reverse. What's the relationship between Manon and Daniela? Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. Everything is in reverse. Like, hold up. What? Okay. Because all my cards are upright, but they're coming out in reverse. This is such disappointment, girl. I'm shaking my head. Spirit. What's the energy like between Manon and Daniela? Okay. We have the Priestess. One more. Spirit pertaining to Manon and Daniela. What was the energy like between Manon and Daniela? Okay, we have the Page of Swords. Okay. Alright, guys, so we have pulled out our cards. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to nibble on something. I'm telling you. Okay, now I have my I don't care card deck. Let's see if we can pull up anything that reflects the two of them. Spirit, can you give me some cards pertaining to the friendship between Manon and Daniela? What was the energy like between the both of them? From Manon and Daniela. Okay, we have one. Energy between Manon. Let's see. Between Manon and Daniela. A lot of cards to fall out from Manon and Daniela. Yeah, a whole bunch of them came out. Okay. Okay. Spirit to Manon. How is the relationship between her and Daniela? Daniela, how is the relationship? Okay. All right, you guys. So I don't feel the need to pull out those anymore. So I did get a chance to pull out Oh boy, some cards. And this is something. Hello, Black Betty. Yes, I love Katseye too. Say hello, bye. Okay. Thank you for stopping by. Alright. You guys gotta forgive me because when I'm like shuffling cards, I can't shuffle and, see everybody's comments, but I thank you guys so much for jumping in and out of the live, in the live, for liking the live. I greatly appreciate all. Okay. Alright, so now let's get to the tarot aspect, honey. Oh boy. Okay, so the first card that we have the moon card in reverse. Okay, so the moon card in reverse pertains to a friendship. It represents healing hidden truths, clearing up misunderstandings, and confronting anxieties that were previously hidden, often highlighting deception and insecurity. Allegedly. It suggests that secrets are emerging, allowing for better clarity, though it can also indicate a deeply moving or erratic friend. Misunderstandings or hidden issues in a friendship are coming to light. So that reflects back to what I was telling you guys about the rumors card. I feel like some rumors are going to spread. They could be like spreading and, they're under hype, and you know how, they'll do everything in their power to make sure that, no secrets don't come out. But it says misunderstandings or hidden issues in a friendship are coming to light, providing clarity about a friend's true feelings or actions, addressing insecurities, the need to confront fears and insecurities that were affecting the friendship, moving past anxiety and paranoia. It may reveal that you or a friend have been acting with deception, or it could show the end of a deceptive, turbulent cycle. This card can indicate that a friend is acting erratically or that a close, intimate friendship is experiencing unpredictable emotional shifts. Very, very interesting. Now, let's pause for a moment. Let's look at some cards that I pulled out for Daniela. And oh boy, it is a doozy. So, the first card that we have, and I have to tell you guys like over and over each time. This is an old card deck that goes way back when I started doing readings. But it sometimes they stick together. But I gotta promise myself to get a new deck. But anyways, the first card we have creativity. So it indicates allegedly stealing your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feels off you. It's like that saying goes, when you have you have like a brown skinned girl and you have all these other girls that are around, what do? When it comes down to the fashion, with the hair, with the allegedly. The next card that we have we have played out. And this again, what I'm telling you guys about how Daniela allegedly feels about this whole situation with Manon. Allegedly played out. We also have a wolf in sheep's clothing. Now this is a big banger. A wolf in sheep's clothing. These are not what they seem to be. And I believe that's another thing that I said in the first part, that things are not what they seem to be behind the scenes. We may be looking at it one way when really it's another, but it's a strong indicator from Daniela that she acts like a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I'm just going to show you guys this fourth card here for Daniela. We have hustling, making it rain, focus on money, getting it. So her focus now is about just continue to hustle, just continue being with the group and giving it her all. I'm getting a sense that she doesn't care about the situation. It's just something that sounds like to me is what it is. And we're just going to continue doing our thing. And that's the same vibe that I felt when I pulled up on the remaining members. All right, so we're going to up there with that card. And let's move on to the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands in the upright. And the Knight of Wands in the upright, when it relates to, I'm sorry, not in the upright, but in reverse. The Knight of Wands in reverse, when it relates to a friendship reading, it indicates a volatile, sorry. I know I'm not tired right now. I don't feel tired. A volatile, unreliable, or overly dramatic friend who impulsive behavior causes tension, conflict, and annoyance. It suggests a chaotic, uncommitted connection where one party may act selfishly, recklessly, or inconsiderately, leading to drama and a need for setting further boundaries. Well, so it acts as though like it's someone who's over dramatic, and it's just their energy, and then because they're that way, it draws the other person that they want to be away from this person, allegedly. Let's take a look. Let me pull out my yes and no cards, and let's see how it pertain to Manon and Daniela. And I'm gonna ask this from Manon side. Spirit pertain to Manon and Daniela. Did Manon found Daniela to be dramatic and annoying? Could there have been some certain ways about her that Manon felt like she needed to step back a little? Let's see. Spirit, did Manon feel she needs to step back from Daniela? Okay. And we have these two responses. We have think again. And no, 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 no. So no, 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 no. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's ask on Daniela's side. Spirit pertain to Daniela. Did she found Manon to be dramatic or annoying? Did Daniela feel like Manon was being dramatic or annoying while she was in the group? Okay, we have not right now. It looks good. Let me ask again. Spirit, that Daniela felt like Manon was annoying within the group, allegedly. Okay, we have this response. Avery's answer unclear. Avery's answer unclear. It's the way I'm asking it. So let's see. Spirit day. Were there times where Manon ticked off Daniela? Was it something about Manon that Daniela either found like annoying, or it did not sit with her the right way? Okay, so we have these two responses now. Now we have, let's see, ask again later and don't see it. Okay, so seems like it's like unclear. It just depends, like in between in the situation. Let's see. So the cards that we have, this represents them both. It represents, says cool, relax, everything that's fine. Now this card came out, you know, in all my other past readings, and it indicates, I'm sorry if the camera is blurry, but it indicates that it's someone that's acting like, you know, everything is fine and it's okay, but you see how, you know, she's tangled up. So it's a lot of emotions, but is it a fear of someone doesn't want to say anything, or it seems like it's some kind of boundaries and stuff from what I'm getting. So it sounds like to me it's like a complicated relationship. Let's see. So let's see what this one says. The next card we have the die is cast. The die is cast. So that could relate to the situation, what's currently going on, that what's done is done and it is all in the past. We also have rejected. This comes from Daniela's side, rejected. So either it could be like this is how she feels towards Manon, that, you know, she's either like rejected coming back, or she's being, you know, treated as a reject, allegedly. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there with the Oracle side. So let's move on to the next card, and we have the Nine of, let me move this down here, the Nine of Cups. And it's also in reverse. The Nine of Cups in reverse, when it reflects to a friendship, it signifies superficial connections, unmet expectations, and potential superficiency, often indicating that a friend feels fulfilling or selfish rather than generally supportive. Wow. It suggests an imbalance, perhaps overindulgence together, or that a friend is not providing the emotional support expected. So is that same representation about you know, things are not appear as what they seem, and there could have been certain aspects that, you know, that had happened between the two, where one, you know, was allegedly and was feeling it. The relationship is shallow or all for show. Going back to that illusion card. Lack in general depth or emotional intimacy. A friend acting in a me manner, behaving like a spoiled child, or being impossible to please. Damn, I'm telling you, it's just going in the cards. Feeling dissatisfied with a friend or that a friendship did not turn out to be as good as it hoped. Wisher's remorse. Friends who bring out excessive habits, partying too much, or where one person is taking more than what they give. Oh boy, that's a big. Let me drink on that. Oh wow. Y'all. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. Mm-mm. I wiggle just like this. Oh my god. Whew, okay. Oh Lord. The next tarot card that we have the Priestess card. The High Priestess card in the upright. And the High Priestess card in the upright when it pertains to a friendship. And I hope it's something good that comes out. It represents a deep, intuitive, and often quiet bond based on mutual trust and understanding rather than a consistent socializing. It represents a confidant with whom you share profound secrets, emotional intimacy, and unspoken connection. This friendship requires patience, emotional privacy, and a deep, respectable understanding with one another. Did it say something about spreading secrets? This is a friend who holds your secrets and acts as a safe space for your inner world noted in self-gazer. Okay, that's very interesting. So this could be indicated that allegedly between Manon and Daniela, there could have been some secrets, and it could have been like going back to that things are not as what they seem to be. Where is that? Where is it? Okay. So I get a feeling that some secrets have been told between the two, and we have a situation where allegedly one was not being adequate with the other. Because what we have? We have proof, getting evidence, allegedly. Okay, so I'm in the feeling that allegedly Manon could have told something to Danielle, and you know how it is when, and this happens to me. You can be in the situations where you're, say for example, you're working with someone, just saying with them all in a group. And it's always something to do with females. Oh God, females seem like it's forever. The drama, I don't know why the drama comes up on our end, but it's nuts. But say for example, you're with these group of girls and you are very comfortable with them, and then they come off thinking like, you know, when allegedly they are not. Telling them their secrets when really they have that allegedly. Yeah, yeah, and that's the vibe what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting, unfortunately. mm, mm, mm. Oh boy, the High Priestess card. All right, the last card that we have, the last tarot card we have the Page of Wands. I don't know why my camera is so blurry. The Page of Wands in the upright. And the Page of Wands in the upright Is that the Page of Wands? I'm so sorry. The Page of Swords. I'm like this because I don't have my glasses. Page of Swords in the upright. Pertaining to a friendship means a mentally stimulating, curious, and witty connection. It suggests a friendship focused on sharing ideas, honesty, and intellectual growth. However, it can indicate a guarded or emotionally detached friend who values truth over sensitivity, require an opening connection, and build a deeper trust. Very, very interesting. Friendships are often high energy, filled with banter, learning, and stimulating conversations. This friend will tell you the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. The friendship is based on honesty rather than emotional calling. They are keen. They are keen observers of social dynamics and enjoying analyzing situations, sometimes coming across as overly curious or observant. While intellectually closed, they might be slow to open up emotionally, appearing guarded or aloof. This friendship might feel hectic or prone to small, quick conflicts due to the due to the restless nature of this card. In advice, the Page of Swords encourages bringing new, direct, and honest energy into your friendship. So it appears that one came out as guarded. They didn't want to tell all of their information, so smart move. And I'm hoping that I don't want to point too fast. I'm hoping it's not the other way around. And then one is, using that as a tool. But it sounds like to me that's where it's going that way. And there's another friend that appears to be guarded. So this card to me represents going to Daniela. I really get in the sense that she acted as though that, she was, she was in terms, but really there was this, unfortunately. When you thought you had a friend, it's like, all right. Oh boy, and then something. So let's go over these real last set of cards where we close this portion out. The first card that we have, the next card, it says stop repeating. This goes for the both of them. Stop repeating the same thing again. Stop repeating the same thing again. That could come from like what I'm getting from like trusting. Stop being comfortable around people. Have your guard more up in the situation. So stop repeating. So it sounds like to me this is one of those cases where either and I'm looking towards like Manon's direction, that allegedly she could be the type where when she gets comfortable, she'll tend to, spill some things because she's comfortable. Like people will make her comfortable in that element. And this could be a card just like spirit wise by telling her, like, please be careful. Don't get too comfortable around people. Okay, not even the ones that you're closest to. That's the real harsh truth. Not even your own fucking family members. They would destroy you if they can. Like, no one can be trusted, so you can't be comfortable in certain situations. So this could be like a message to her. I feel like it's going to her, like, stop repeating the same thing. Okay, don't tell anyone too much of your information. The next card that we have no obligation to take advice from others. So it shows like it's not like there's I'm trying to get this not blurry, that there's no obligation, say no obligation to take advice from anyone. So you don't have to take advice. I guess it means that you don't have to take advice if you don't want to, if it doesn't fit, your interest. The next card that we have a treat yourself. You guys can't see, but I'm just gonna put here. It says treat yourself, eat whatever you want. So this card came out. This is really, really interesting. I feel like that this is relating to, let's just say, the girls, they're on a strict diet, certain things they cannot eat. I'm seeing, like, let's say Manon and Daniela, around like all of this food. And this could be another issue. Maybe they're like, I'm not gonna say maybe, they are, what I feel, because you can't eat certain foods and make sure that you keep the weight off and like perform and make sure you have the energy, because certain foods, let's just say, like, if you eat something greasy, you're not gonna be able to dance like that, or like, I'm not saying like anorexic or whatever the case may be, but they're restricted to eating certain foods. So I'm seeing that they could have been around, this table with all of this food, and I'm seeing that Manon is getting tempted and Daniela is standing next to her, and she sees this, this food that she may, want to eat, but she knows she's not allowed to. And then you have Daniela, who's next to her, that allegedly could be encouraging her to just say, like, treat yourself, eat this and eat that. But Manon knows, you know, she's not supposed to eat certain foods because she has to stick to a certain diet. So that's what I, and again, this comes out to both of them. And as you can see, let me put this close. You see the steak, the mashed potatoes, the the fries with the sauce on them. They're not even supposed to. That's things that I feel like they ain't supposed to eat at all, because those are fatty foods. So that's the sense. That's what I felt. And the last card that pertains to them both, we have tomorrow. Let me bring it closer. Tomorrow is another day. So you see how this female is, when it's dark, then it's light. So that represents, like, going back to, where is that card? Going back to the hustle card that I pulled out for Daniela. See, it's all about hustling, making it rain, focus on, like, money. Get going. And let me show you these final three cards. Now, this only pertains to Daniela. So we have the final three, and we're going to close this out. So, first card that came out, we have marrying for money. Marrying for money. Now, it struck me as odd as to why this card came out, but this allegedly could be like a prediction down the line. I know that with Daniela, she's very young, but you never know what is going to happen down the line. You never know that, 1 minute, she could be performing like this, the next minute they could turn their backs and she'd be left with nothing. So this could be like a prediction here, marrying for money. The next card that we have boss daddy, stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big dick energy. So this could indicate that someone is in the midst of her, that is like a big wig, that is like a CEO, that is only focusing on her. And I'm hoping, like, this would come out of shock, like, if one day, like, she do a what you call, she do a Scotty Lynn. Everyone know baddies, Scotty Lynn, she do that. And, as a second option, allegedly. And the last card that we have, now this one is very interesting. We have child services. Kids at risk of being taken or is about to reporting something, neglect, abuse, allegedly. Allegedly. This is very strange as to why this had came out. Child services, but okay, all right. I don't know if that relates to like like the childhood. I don't know. I do not know. All right, guys. So we have that. All right. So that is the end of Manon and Daniela. And child, I have to shake my head. I shake my mother effing head. I am so disappointed. So disappointed. Mm, mm, mm. This is beyond like terrible. I feel so like, wow. I feel disappointed. So disappointed. Oh God. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. All right, you guys. So right now at hour and 17 minutes. Let me see what time it is. So it is 10:20. So far we pulled up on two members. Two members. Okay, so we have three more to go. So, ooh, this is a lot. So this is the first time I ever experienced it. All right, so now I know what to expect. So, guys, I said early in the live that I don't know how long this reading was going to be. And I feel like if I pulled up on another number, it's going to be midnight. And it is a weeknight, which that means I have to get up and I have to go to work in the morning. So due to this reading has been an hour now. It's been a total of 2 hours, and I told you I wanted to give you guys like 2 hours of my time, but due to the technical issues, that unfortunately kind of messed things up. So it looks like to me I have to, unfortunately, I will have to wrap up this portion. So it does show that it would be an indicator that yes, there is going to be a part 3, possibly a part 4. Again, it just depends on, like the time to flip the cards and to read them and interpret them that. So, but I feel like that I covered the main two aspects. I was hoping to do Sophia. We will as well as the other two members about Manon's departure. So with that being said, I'm going to have to wrap up this portion. Let me back to page of the ladies. Okay, we'll just use this one. Okay. All right, you guys. So with that being said, should I zoom in? Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, excellent. All right, so with that being said, I am going to wrap up this reading. This is part 2. Oh, wow. Let's turn on the volume. Okay. I'm in the shell of the hotspot. Okay. So this is part 2 of the Tarot/Oracle reading regarding Katseye, about Manon's quote-unquote hiatus. And I'm going to have to change the title to How Does Laura and Daniela Feel About Manon? Allegedly. I'll figure it out to work tomorrow. But that concludes this portion. So As always, if you guys have any comments, anything you would like to share, this especially goes to the hardcore fans of Cat's Eye. Let me know the tea. Was I right on the nose about Laura and about Daniela? I'm so disappointed. I'm heartbroken. If that's the case, y'all tell me it's the same. I'm heartbroken about it. I don't know how to feel about it. So, if I was right on the nose with anything, you guys let me know that down in the comment section below. Okay. Please be respectful as always, and we'll all be good. All right. For a request, if you have a request that you would like for me to do, just let me know that down in the comment section. Well, I will add it to my journal, and please make sure that um I stay in contact with you. I don't want you to do the disappearing act where you give me a request and I can't tag you or let you know when your request is being complete. Please don't do that. It's annoying. All right. So with requests also, they come at a very slow pace. I know I told you guys, I think in the last week when I did the live on Katseye, that I'm currently in a transition, between jobs, and all this. Long story short, I'm getting laid off. Um, but it's a good thing. It's just for, like, it's a spiritual way for me. What I feel is it's time for me to go, because I'm like, yo, I'm tired. I'm tired of being up in there, and the way how everything has changed, and how 1 minute I was, giving you guys content like 2 videos a week, there then, being, kicked out of my office for this one old bitch, to moving across and thought I was going to be there, but then had to come back and be in the open space and not able to, secretly do readings anymore. But I'm not going to be mad, because the majority of the videos I done, and it allowed for me to create a channel and to build a platform. So I'm thankful for that aspect. But I'm like, oh, it's time for me to go. So with everything that is going on, and then plus I have to, like, seek employment, which I have been doing. Please continue to pray for me that I will have more time to record. So I don't know when I'm gonna come around with part 3, but I just tell you guys, if to subscribe. If you are subscribed to me, I will keep you posted. Okay. I also want to say apologies to all the technical issues. I will make sure when I get on the live for the Love of Mary that my phone is charged up and ready to go. It freaked me out, and oh, I'm sorry about that. I'll do better. Okay. All right. So we have that. Follow me on my social media, Instagram, TikTok, and my personal YouTube, Life and Celebrity and K-pop. The links to my social media is on my channel. I'm mainly on TikTok. There you'll get to know a little bit more about me. If you are a K-pop lover, I post a lot of ATs, BTS, and Stray Kids. And anything that's K-pop related, I just post it there all the time. So if you guys are mature and you like to follow me over there, please feel free to do so. Also my Instagram is more on the spiritual aspect, where you'll get additional sneak peeks over there, and as well as some videos that I chose not to put on my TikTok, but like vice versa. Yeah. If you guys liked the video, which you guys have done, thank you so much for giving this video a like. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. If you guys are looking at the pre-recorded version, if you made to the end, I would love you guys to give it a like. It allows the video to float around the YouTube streets. Subscribe, and when you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss anything from yours truly. Again, I thank you guys so much for your endless love and for your support. And I think that's about it. And the only thing I want to say, oh yeah, the card decks that were used in today's reading will be down in the description below. Okay. And oh yeah, lastly, be sure to check out this latest season of my series, Love Neon with celebrities. Today is Monday, so you guys will get a new app reading involved soulmate reading, and I'm currently working on the edits. Sneak peek is out now on my channel, and yeah, that's all I have to say. All right, you guys. So again, stay tuned. More content will be coming your way. Stay tuned. Part 3 will be coming your way, and we're gonna start with Manon and with Sophia. Okay. All right. Oh, hi, Catherine. Hello. Um, Hi, sweetie. You are late for attending this live. I'm getting ready to shut it off, but thank you. This video will be pre-recorded, so once I do the edits on everything, you guys will be able to see it. With that being said, I gotta go, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.